Regulators were warned in 2018 that Silicon Valley Bank was the highest risk bank in the country, with more than 90% of their deposits not insured. In spite of that warning, regulators did nothing. 5 years they had to know this is a disaster, but they did nothing to stop this collapse.
They were sitting on a document. These regulators, Congress, everybody who voted to deregulate, that literally told them Silicon Valley Bank has the most uninsured deposits. So basically the highest risk out of every bank in the country. This one has screwed the pooch and it will screw up again. And they said, well, we're going to do it anyway.
What information did they have, Farron? What were the important signs that say, okay, first of all, Trump leads the charge to undo Dodd-Frank, okay, during his administration. Biden comes in office, has 2 years to fix it, and doesn't fix it at all.
Right.
Not only doesn't fix it, but doesn't add new regulators to say, look, Dodd-Frank is not there to protect us. Dodd-Frank said that a bank needed to have $250 million worth of cushion.
Yeah.
Now it was dropped to $50 million for mid-sized banks. Trump did that. Biden did nothing about it.
Yeah.
What's your take?
And Silicon Valley Bank had 90% of their total deposits. So 90% of the so-called money held in this bank was uninsured, which meant they were most prone to having a run on the bank and running out of cash after, 10% of the money had been withdrawn. They would be left with nothing. And then you have everyone else losing all of their money because it's not FDIC regulated.
Right. Okay, so here's the problem. Say you have $50,000 in the bank. You say, well, I've got insurance for $250,000. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything because once the bank goes, everybody goes. Yeah. And there's no way to get that. You're not safe because of that $250,000. I don't know why people think that. But in this situation, you might ultimately get it back, but it's going to be a fight. And if you need that money to live, it's going to be a big fight. But listen, as I was looking at this story, I was thinking back to a story you and I did when there was a failure to prosecute after the bank burned down 2008, right? Yeah. And there was nobody was prosecuted. I remember Obama ran on the ticket to where I'm going to throw some people in jail. We're going to stop all this. He puts Eric Holder in charge, the Attorney General. Nobody goes to prison. Nobody is even indicted. Whereas you control, it's almost like it doesn't make any sense. But you look with Ronald Reagan of all people. He indicts 800 bankers. Most of them go to prison for the S&L crisis. This is no different.
Yeah.
What was happening there is it's almost a reflection exactly. I'm interested to see what this administration does.
Yeah, really. And that's such a good thing. And you and I have brought that up in the past too, like as bad as Reagan was.
Oh, he's terrible.
At least we got bankers in jail. It was big on the news. You had all these people in these nice suits walking out in handcuffs.
Right.
And that's what we have to have again, because guess what? You had a little time there where the banks weren't doing all this illegal activity, doing all this risky gambling with our money. But time forgives. Clinton came in with his deregulation. Bush took it even further, and it just has snowballed from there.
Well, that's right. I mean, when Clinton came in with his deregulation, that kind of opened the door, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
But the point being is, as we look at this, we look at the burn down, 2008, and all of these bankers say, well, hell, I made a lot of money. It was good. I got multi-million-dollar bonuses. Some of these guys made $100 million bonuses during the burn down and after the burn down. Not one of them was prosecuted. So if you are this bank, this California bank, you say, well, why SVB, why wouldn't I take a chance? Why? Because I'm not going to go to jail. Yeah. I know the Biden administration is not going to put me in jail. What's your prediction? How many of them go to jail?
Oh, zero. And I mean, all the money's basically just been given back to people. We know you lost it, but here's your bailout. You get everything you need. And
how about the regulators? How many regulators get fired?
Oh, zero. There will not be a single one. They'll get promotions, if anything.
Promotions are more likely.